Actually, gain of 9, rather, on that catch. Board's a little behind our statistician here in the booth. 2nd down and 1 at the 27-yard line. 9:15 to play, opening possession here for Westlake. Back to pass on 2nd and 1. Fires towards the end zone. It's Keaton Quebeca. He's open, and it's caught for a touchdown. Beautiful step there on the back end of the route as he went right to the post, John. And a beautiful look from Paxton Land. Went right down the field, found him. The separation was there as he broke towards the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Westlake, and Paxton Land warming up that right wing, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that's just absolutely perfect placement there on the back of the end zone over the shoulder of Keaton Quebeca. Absolutely no chance for the Anderson defender to get to that football. Our game across the state tonight, Joe, that has better receiver talent than we have here tonight with Ed Small, and we know what Westlake has in Greathouse and Quebeca and company.
On 2nd and 6, the turn, the handoff to Kaiser. Kaiser up the gut at the 5. Rumbling, bouncing off a tackler, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Westlake. A 12-yard touchdown run for Jack Kaiser. JFK breaks the tie, and Westlake reclaims the lead. Touchdown, Chaparrals.
Yeah, that was really a statement drive right there because they did that quickly. Just a minute off the clock for Westlake to go down the field quickly with some big chunk plays. 14, so continuing that amazing trend.
2nd and 14, quick snap back to Dale. He has the pocket collapse on him, and again, he is sacked. Brought down inside the 15-yard line by Nate Wyan. Wyan might get credit for his 2nd sack of the ball game. Brett Mays with 3 sacks against Del Valle, and this talented defensive front not giving Fred Dale much time to get out of the way and throw the ball downfield. Another record, because every time he makes a catch, it is a record, but 200 career receptions on that tap pass earlier in the first quarter. Land back to pass on 2nd and 3. Fires to the end zone. Jaden Greathouse is there, and he watches it go right into his arms for the score. Jaden Greathouse with his 50th career touchdown on a nice ball from Paxton Land. Touchdown, Westlake.
And just another perfect pass, and that's what you want to see if you're a Westlake fan. You know, they didn't need the passing game last week, but I think there were some questions about, all right, what is this passing game going to look like this season?
He has seen action all 4 years, and he has been through 3 head coaches. On 3rd and 4, Dale back to pass, steps up in the pocket. It swarms. He's collapsed back at the 21-yard line. And again, coverage by Nate Wyand. And if that's Wyand's 3rd sack, he matches Mays' effort from a week ago against Del Valle and just nowhere to go with the football on 3rd and 4 as Dale once again swarmed by the Chaparral defense. Dale again played for Daniel Hunter, former assistant at Westlake. Next feet, 260, great size for 6'A defensive lineman. On 3rd and 3, Land looking to hand it off. Now close to the goal line. Did he get in? Yes, he did. And Nate Acosta works his way across the goal line for the score. Don't need to convert when you can score 6. And Acosta picks up right where he left off last week. 3 touchdown runs against Del Valle. He adds 1, his first here tonight against Anderson. Touchdown, Westlake.
And how about the push right there from the offensive line? They would push that Anderson defensive front all the way back inside the 5-yard line to the goal line, and Acosta takes advantage with the touchdown.
So with that, another score. Little high snap there handled by Sockwell. Carter Egge adding the extra point. Fourth and 2, they're going to go for it as well. 46% conversion rate on 4th down. Here comes the rush. He has to fire it, and it's picked off. Judson Crockett has it. Crockett at the 50, Crockett at the 40, Crockett down the sidelines, and he's tackled out of bounds on a shoestring tackle by Dale. Ford Thompson was the one that applied the pressure that initiated the quick throw by Dale, but it's Judson Crockett coming up with the pick and a sizable return on 4th down all the way to the 25-yard line to create a short field for the Westlake offense. And Judson Crockett, the junior, getting an opportunity to step in front of that throw And a good return down to the 25-yard line. His first pick of the season here. And the give is to Kaiser. Kaiser straight up the guts. Trying to get to the outside and does. And a nice block there. I believe that was by Paxton Lamb that actually made him get to the outside and provided the room. He is into the end zone from 15 yards out. JFK into the end zone. Touchdown, Westlake.
Yeah, that's a nice run right there from Jack Kaiser. You can see how low to the ground he is and able to use his legs to avoid the tacklers, get outside, and go into the end zone for a touchdown.
Fourth interception on the season. Of course, Will Maggins has 2 of those 4. Back to pass now. Out of the reach is Dale. He can't get away from that back end rush as he is dropped all the way back inside the 15-yard line at the 13 by Nathan Blue. Blue shot out of a cannon on that one. Did not let Fred Dale out of his sights. Heat-sinking missile right there as Blue hauls him down for the big-time sack back inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A loss on the play that sends it back to a 22-yard to gain. Fred Dale with 3 wide receivers to his left. Now steps up in the pocket, rolls right. Here comes the pressure from Petty. He fires. That pass intercepted by Westlake, and it is another pick in back-to-back possessions. This time it's Will Courtney, the returning Defensive Player of the Year in District 26-6A, and one of the seniors in the back end of this district comes up with his 2nd pick of the season. And once again, forcing a turnover are the Chaparrals after pressure applied. Byers Petty was breathing down the neck of Dale. He forced one intended, I believe, for Smalls, and stepping right in front of it was Will Courtney.
Man, is there a coaching staff in the state that makes better halftime adjustments than Westlake and Tony Salazar? It just seems like week in, week out, whatever is ailing them in the first half, you can pretty much bet on it being fixed for the second half.
First down and 10 inside the Raising Cane's red zone. Again, this is a reverse coming this way with big running room is Heath McCree. McCree's going to be tackled in the end zone as he scored. And TJ Shanahan did not like Jesse Joseph getting in the end zone and tackling McCree, but nonetheless, McCree on the end around scores from 16 yards out. His 2nd opportunity to touch the ball here on the offensive side, and he finds pay dirt. On the reverse, on the end around, McCree with a lot of room to work with. And a buoy to open district play. Point differential there, just 6 points. On 2nd and 11 with 2 wide receivers to his right. Dale with a back to his left is back to pass. Has a little bit of time, gets out of the reach of Ford Thompson, rolls to his right, still on his feet. Caden Bainey trying to track him down, and this one's intercepted again. Intercepted by Westlake, and it's Crockett again. Crockett at the 5, Crockett at the goal line. Did he get in? Waiting for the signal. Yes, he did. It's a pick 6 for Judson Crockett. Touchdown, Westlake.
Well, like I said, adjustments, and I think they might actually put him out at the 1-yard line here. But the adjustments from this defensive coaching staff and the
Skinner, he's looking to run it in himself. Brett Skinner at the goal line. Did he get in? Waiting for the signal. And it looks like he has broken the plane here as he comes across the bottom of the pile, and it is a touchdown. Brett Skinner into the end zone. Touchdown, Westlake. Brett Skinner, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And that was probably one of the tougher 1-yard gains you'll see a quarterback make on a keeper as he stumbled right at the line of scrimmage. Now they might be able to light the tower, but who knows? Brett Skinner again on the first snap, handing off to Mays. Mays breaks open into the open field across the 10, to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Brad Mays. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. He had one last week against Del Valley, and he comes up with a big explosive run up the middle here as Mays is into the end zone. Touchdown, Westlake.
Well, right before the end of the 3rd quarter, I said Westlake is going to need another running back to step in and show that he can handle a load. And right there, Mays shows the explosion into the end zone as there's going to be some extracurricular activity.
And back in for this one. Spencer Barnett took care of the extra point after the last touchdown, but a sizable opportunity here. You don't get these often. It'll be a 36-yard effort here out of the hold of Joe Sakwa. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is up. as Carter Eggy sneaks that one in from 36 yards out. Solid effort with 7:33 to play here in the fourth quarter. It is Westlake 66, Anderson 17.
I think we have Coach Salazar on the sideline.
We do. Let's go to Dr. Jeff Arnett. Coach.
Hey, Coach, another convincing win tonight. You shut them down in the second half. Any surprises in this game for you and your team?
18's fast and 10 can throw it a long way. I mean, that was the kind of deal. I mean, there's a reason Fred Dale leads Central Texas. There's a reason 18's got a bunch of yards and a bunch of catches. Good players. Our kids settled down, and then we realized how fast they were escaping the pocket. And we kind of tightened down, obviously, second half, and the secondary made some plays.
You've got a new division opponent next week. The Tigers have a pretty potent passing attack. What will you do this week to prepare for that?
We've got to do what we always do. After stop the run, get after the quarterback, and then obviously mix up coverages in the back end and try to make sure that we confuse that quarterback a little bit. But limit big plays next week, and we'll be right in the middle of it.
Congratulations, Coach.
All right, thank you.